All right, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Kakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of the Great Millstone for teaching me the truth 100% securely. And I'd like to give a salutation to the Akim and Aqua who are listening and studying to sort out food. This is Brother Bayon from the Tulsa, Oklahoma, Hebrew Israelite Camp, coming back to you with another quick lesson. And the title of this lesson will pretty much be beware of the tares among the wheat. All right, and it's pretty much this lesson be a response to this article that I came across. It was I actually first seen it on the brother Shopper's page. He actually posted it, and I decided to go look up the letter, okay, or this article. And the title of this article, it said why Black America's life depends on backing Israel. Okay, and it's mighty funny how it came at a time where we just recently seen a report where one of the Israelis was pretty much saying that the biggest threat to Israel is the younger generation of Black America. Okay, and so it would make perfect sense for a tear, pretty much, because that's pretty much what she is. She's a tear among the weak, who actually look like you know, who look like Yasha Allah when they have like a father, like in general, there's a father, there's an Israelite father, and he basically dealt with a heathen woman. In this case, it'll be an Edomite woman, okay? But it's the other way around with this individual. So this is why the scriptures say in Sirach, Ecclesiastica, aka Sirach 5 and 25, it said, "Be not ignorant of anything great, matter, or small." Okay, so in this case, you go and look at her background. So before I do that, let's get to the scripture where it tells you that, you know, in the law, it tells you that you are who your father is. All right, so without further ado, let's get that scripture, and then we're going to go ahead and get into the article and the information. All right, this is the book of Numbers, the first chapter in the Blue Letter Bible. And as you can see at the top, it says census of Israel warrior or registration of the Israel troop. All right. And when you go all the way down to verse 18, well, the point would be in verse 18, but we'll start at verse 16. All right. It says, and these were, this Numbers 1 to 16, these were the read on of the congregation prince of the tribe of their fathers, heads of thousands in Israel. And Moses and Aaron took these men which are expressed by their names, and they assembled their congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigree after their family by the house of their father, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward by their polls. And in verse 19, which is pretty much proving that Moses was doing what the Lord Yahweh Yahushua was telling him to do. And it said, verse 19, as the Lord Yahweh commanded Moses, so he numbered them in the wilderness of Sinai. Okay? Now, so when you go into the Hebrew word, and several things. So first you get the word for pedigree, and they declare their pedigree.
Strong's H3205. Yalad. Yalad.
All right, Hebrew word yalad, and it says to bear, bring forth, beget, gender. And all through the book of Genesis, you always seen Isaac beget Jacob and Esau and so on and so forth. Okay, that's what that word beget means, is that the father, the father, plants his seed in the wife. All right, to bear, bring forth, of child. It says of the stress of wicked behavior, to beget, to be born. All right, to cause or help to bring forth, to assist or attend as midwife, uh, to beget a child. All right, so basically the seed of the father is pretty much the root of your child. So this is why through the scriptures you are who your father is, and it makes perfect sense. Okay, because a child cannot be born without the seed of the father. All right, and so when you go into the Hebrew word of their families,
Strong's H4940. Mispacha. Mispacha.
Mispaka. All right, and it said clan, family. Okay, clan, family, tribe, people, nation. All right, guild, species, kind. Okay, so you after your father. All right, a lot of people think it's their mother, but it's the father who carried the seed. And it said by the house, let's get that by the house. They declare their pedigree by their house of their father. All right.
Strong's H 1004. Bayeth. Bayeth.
And it says house, dwelling, habitation, shelters, or abode of animals, human bodies, Sheol, abode of light and darkness, of land of Ephraim, place, receptacle, home, house, containing a family, household, family, those belonging to the same household, and B, pretty much be the point, family of descendants as organized body, all right, which is descending from the father. All right, so you pretty much get the point. And so the reason for that is to show you in that article. Let's go back to it. All right, as you can see, there's the article written by a lady named Patricia Taft. And you click on it and see who she is. Okay, she looked like a mulatto type. Okay, she looked mixed. Okay, that's in this society, that's what we say. Mixed in the old school term, it'd be mulatto. Okay, so let's go back. All right, and then so you go through the article, and when she, as you can see in the second paragraph, and she says a surprising Zionist that has some historian refers to my grandfather, Senator Robert A. Taft. All right, and so you click on who Robert A. Taft is, a damn Edomite. All right, this is her grandfather. Okay, but we ain't gonna stop right there. So I did a quick Google search and said who was who was Patricia Taft parent. Okay, let's go back and let's go do a Google search real quick. All right, and here go the Google search, and the parent right now it's ironic, it don't really have who her mother is, but right here it says Lloyd Bower Taft, and this is her father. Okay, let me see if we got any images of what he looked like. And you can tell that her grandmother was a Jake woman right here. This must be her grandmother. A Jake woman, okay? But but your pedigree is by your father. So her father was a damn Edomite. Not giving much information on who the let me see. Yeah, I mean, this pretty much where you can find out about her family information. I'm trying to get a picture of her father, who her father is. There's more information about her. Not so much of who her father is. But anyway, the point is that she's a damn Edomite. And then so it makes sense for her to do this article, which I'm not going to read the whole article. Let me go ahead and scroll down to the point. A reason why she said this, the title of this article, Why Black America's Lives Depend on Back in Israel. And she used that old rhetoric. Let's go see right here. Right here. Starting right here, I'm gonna highlight right here. She said, I cannot help but affirm that Jewish people's support of black people during the civil rights movement, as noted by Dr. King, contribute to the improvement upon such circumstances for future generations of color. And we know for a fact that the laws that are stacked against the so-called Negroes, Latino, and Native American, specifically the Negroes in this case, it was always been stacked against us. We're still 3/5 of a human being according to Esau's law until we commit a crime. All right, and so we're still in captivity. All right, and it says, and which begs the question: if the Black and Jews community are historically not strange bedfellows, why in the year 2023 aren't they doing more to help one another? And it says, at this point in current event, many in the Jewish community feel abandoned as perceived progressive organizations such as Black Lives Matter have not merely turned a blind eye, but seemingly tolerating and even embraced those most recent act of anti-Semitism. Okay, and then she said, just as I do not speak for all black people of color, biracial women, or all descendants of U.S. Senators or President, Black Lives Matter organization does not speak for all black people. All right, and so we know about Black Lives Matter is pretty much an organization that was built by George Soros, so that's another Edomite organization anyway. But the point is that she's trying to say that our lives depend on Israel winning this war or whatever, coming out on top, when in reality the history of those Ish people over there, they have a dark history of our captivity, okay, of our destruction, of our demise. And she had a audacity to put this article out. All right, so but the point being is that this is a terror among the weak. Okay, she have a pretty much an Israelite grandmother, all right, and because she have an Israelite grandmother, she tried to say that she's a part of our clan, of our family, when in reality she's not. She's an Edomite. She's our enemy, all right. Even though she looked like the so-called so-called Negro that pretty much have a Edomite woman, a Edomite mother, all right. But her father goes back to the Edomites. All right, so this is not our people. All right, even though she looked like it, this is not our people. So we just get into a couple of scriptures and we just close this out. One of the scriptures, let's go pull it up in John 7:24, because we know this thing is not about skin color. All right, this is why we go off of the house of their father. Like we always ask questions, who is your father? Okay. And so we're not going to say just because you're a so-called white person that, you of that tribe or you a heathen, okay? So John 7:24 says, judge not according to appearance, but judge righteous judgment. And the righteous judgment is by finding out who the Father is, all right? That's why we always say you are who your Father is, all right? And reading on, this is, when we just ended off with Matthew the parable that Yahweh Shah spoke, all right, Matthew 13:24, okay, because it says, in another parable he put forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which soweth good seed in his field. But while man slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. And this is a tare. That lady that wrote that article, Patricia Taft, that is a tare among the wheat. And it says, so the servant of the householder came and said unto him, Sir, didst thou not sow a good seed in thy field? From when then have it tares? He said unto them, an enemy hath done this. The servant said unto him, Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, Nay, lest while ye gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them. All right, and it goes back to, with symbolically speaking, those tares those wheat who actually look like the other heathen nations. So you go look at Blake Griffin's son, okay? Blake Griffin's father goes back to a so-called Negro, all right, who's the Israelite. And Blake Griffin pretty much continue on with that tradition that he got with an Edomite woman, okay? And look at his son. The same thing with the rapper Drake, all right? His son, it looked like a so-called heathen, all right? So when you go and you read the scripture, he said, verse 29 again, but he said, Nay, lest while you gather up the tares, you root up also the wheat with them, okay? So some of the wheat that actually look like the other, they actually look like tares, all right? It said verse 30, and it said, let them both grow together while the harvest, and in the time of harvest, I would say to the reaper, gather ye together first the tares and bind them in a bundle to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. All right, and the wheat in the barn is symbolically speaking of the house of David. Okay, all right, and so when you jump down, and we jump down from there and get where Yahweh Shah spoken about the parable. I think I might have passed it. Hold on, let me think. Cause basically Yahweh Shah basically explained who the tares are. Cause he said the tares are the evil one, and the wheat are the good children of Israel. It can't be too far. Okay, all right, here we go. So we'll actually start at verse 4, verse 33, Matthew 13 and 33. It says, and another parable spake unto him, the kingdom of heaven is like unto leaven, which a woman took and hid in 3 measures of meal, till the whole was leavened. All these things spake Yahweh Shai unto the multitude in parables, and without a parable spake he not unto them, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophet, saying, I will open my mouth in parable, I will utter things which have been kept secret from the foundation of the world. In verse 33, and it said, then Yahweh Shah sent the multitude away, and went into the house, and his disciple came unto him, saying, declare unto us the parables of the tares of the field. He answered and said unto them, he that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked ones. Okay, and that's the point of that article, is that that is pretty much the children. That is the child of the wicked Edomite. All right, by the name of Robert M. Taft, and then he got a son named Lloyd. Okay, which is make perfect sense that because matter of fact, if you go and look up more into that, who was Robert Taft's wife, it was another Edomite woman, and they had a son named Lloyd. Okay, and so her father is Lloyd, which ultimately he's an Edomite. All right, and pretty much, man, that it's just a terror that pretty much trying to claim that she speak for the so-called Negroes in this case, and in reality is that we are banking on Israel falling, the terror, basically the fake people we're banking on them to fall. That way we can be able to receive our kingdom. All right, we're actually we're in it off of 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter, and the 9th verse. Okay, because it says, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth." All right, so we're not looking. Okay, this is right here, which says why black Americans' lives depend on backing Israel. Our lives don't depend on backing Israel. Our lives depends on whether we follow the laws and statute commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's what our lives depends on. All right. So Lord willing, this is edifying. And with that, I'm gonna give all praise and honor to Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua, by Shem Kakadash. I'm gonna give double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone for teaching me the truth 100% securely. Shalom, Wa Ba Ba, Kwam Yasharala.